Shalom Juice Gang family, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to make a video for all the mamas out there who are dealing with the nationwide shortages on the baby formula. Before I jump into this video, if you hear any noise in the background, those are the kiddos in their room playing. So hopefully they're not too loud, but if they are, I apologize. I'm a mama, so it's a real life situation over here for me. So ladies, I just want to say that I am praying for each and every last one of you all. I am 31 weeks pregnant and I understand how stressful this can be. Nobody wants their child to go hungry. And it is just so sad to see so many people out here bashing these women, saying that, how dare you feed your child this toxic milk? You should be breastfeeding. You should feel ashamed of yourself. Listen. Who are you to judge these women? There are so many women who want to breastfeed and they're just unable to breastfeed. For whatever personal reasons they're unable to breastfeed, that's between them, their husband, and God. It has nothing to do with you. Trust me. I understand that there are so many women out here who are able to breastfeed and they choose not to. For whatever reasons they choose not to, that's on them. But there are so many women who want to breastfeed their child and they're just unable to. So to bash them, it's just ridiculous. We live in a cold, cold world where people are just so cold-hearted and they really just don't care. And then there are some women who may not be producing enough milk and they have to do what they have to do and they opt out and switch over to the canned milk. But for the ladies who are able to breastfeed, please do it. Do it because it is one of the best things that you can do for your baby and for yourself. You receive benefits too because it'll help your body to bounce back. It'll help you to build a bond with your baby. And it also helps to prevent you from getting breast cancer. And there are so many more benefits that comes with breastfeeding. On top of the fact, you're giving your baby the nutrients that it needs because that baby came from you. God has given us these breasts for a reason, to nurture and feed our baby. Not to be out here showing them off, trying to look cute. And I ain't trying to put nobody down, but it's like we care so much about looking good out here instead of focusing on what's important. So if you are able to breastfeed your child. The reward is just so beautiful in the end to watch your child grow to be healthy. And I'm not saying that the women who are unable to breastfeed, that your children are unhealthy, because that is not the case. But we all see what is going on. It's scary times right now. So many things are going on recall. We see a lot of this baby formula being, on recall. Children are dying. Children are getting hurt. They're dealing with acid reflexes. Just so many things that I'm seeing in the media with parents whose children are being harmed from this milk. So if you're able to nurse your baby, nurse your baby. If you're one of the ones who are having issues where you're not producing enough, there are things that can help you to get that milk flowing. So one of the things that I want to say is that's really good for helping you to get that milk flowing is fenugreek seeds. Fenugreek powder. You can choose any one that you want. You can take the seeds and you can make a tea out of it. You can take the powder and add it to your smoothies. There are lactation cookies and there are lactation drinks. The number one key ingredient, ladies, in those cookies and in those lactation drinks, and they also have lactation supplements, is fenugreek. Fenugreek. You can order it online. You can go to your local Walmart store. They do have lactation tea, but I would highly suggest that you look up a combination of herbs that are in those lactation teas and make a combo yourself, because if you buy it in bulk, you can make as much as you want, drink as much as you need to get your milk flowing and coming in properly. You can also go to your local Indian market and get the fenugreek seeds and the powder. That is what I plan to do. I have 2 children. I am 31 weeks. I have another baby on the way, and I am going to be stocking up on fenugreek and some other herbs, so that way I can make a nice beautiful combo tea to help with my milk supply. I have 2 boys and I've nursed both of them. I have a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old. Well, he'll be 4 next month, but I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. And I had nursed my 3-year-old up until he was 2, a little over 2. My oldest, who is 5, I nursed him for 1 year, and I had to stop nursing him because I was pregnant with my second child, and they told me that once I hit 20 weeks that I had to stop, or it could cause me to start having contractions, go in labor, and lose my baby. So that is why I had to stop nursing him. But he got a good year in, and what I did was, once I had my second child, I began to pump milk and nurse at the same time, and I was taking some of that milk, adding it to my son's dairy-free milk, the oldest, so he could get more of the breast milk, because I knew I had cut him off at 1 year old. So I did give him a little more milk for about a good 6 extra months after I had the second one. So I was just trying to figure out some ways to give him more nutrients because of that cutoff time. But ladies, don't stress yourself out if you're a new mama, because that's what I did with my first pregnancy. I was thinking like, oh my God, I'm not producing enough milk. What you have to realize is your body is going to produce what it needs for the baby at that period of time. So if you have a newborn, don't expect to be pumping all of this milk. No. And what you see in a bottle, this is canned powdered milk. So you're not going to be producing that much in the beginning stages. But eventually you will get there as the weeks and months go on. And you will notice that with pumping your milk, your milk is going to be coming in, flowing in. You're going to have a stash so big in the freezer. That's what happened to me. I was like, oh my goodness. So with my second pregnancy, I was not stressed at all because I knew what to expect. So for those of you all who feel like you're not producing enough, no, baby. Your body is producing exactly what it needs for that baby. And your baby is getting the nourishment, and your baby is full. Don't think for a minute that your child is not. Trust me. If your child is gaining the proper weight and your child is going to the bathroom normally like he or she should, you are fine. And your milk will continue to come in more and more. But if you're stressing yourself out, you're affecting your body from producing the milk. Stress will affect your body. So don't stress yourself out. Get the herbs that you need so that way you can make your tea, so that way you can get that milk flowing. And if you want to get some lactation cookies, go ahead. I'm not doing that this round. I didn't do it the second round with my second son, but with my first son, because it was my first, baby, first pregnancy, so I didn't know any better. I got the lactation cookies and all of this stuff, and I'm not saying that that's wrong. They're good to have, but right now in this stage of time, with everything being so expensive, it's so much affordable for you to get the herbs in bulk and make as much tea as you want. And at least with the fenugreek, you can you can turn it into a powder, or you can get it as a powder and make your own lactation cookies. You can add it to your smoothies. You can do whatever you want. So don't stress yourself out, ladies. Everything's going to be okay. And for the mamas out there who are unable to breastfeed and you have to depend on the formula, there are recipes out there where you can create your own milk. So that way you can feed your baby. You got to give your baby something. You have to give your baby something. Now, I'm not a doctor, but there are plenty of recipes online. Plenty of people who are talking about this and are sharing their experiences as what they gave their children years and years ago when they were unable to afford the milk. And they're clearly saying, hey, I turned out fine. My kids turned out fine. I had to do what I had to do. So this is what I'm telling you. You don't want your baby starving. So if they don't have it in the store, what you going to do? Your mommy instincts got to kick in. Protection mode, the love mode, all of that has to kick in. So as a mother for myself, if I was unable to breastfeed and they didn't have anything in the store, I'm going to sit back and let my baby starve? No, I'm not. I'm going to look online and see what I can do in the meantime, between time, until I'm able to get my hands on something. But I also would like to say to the ladies out there, please be very careful with whatever milk you're getting from the store for your baby, because it's going on recall. So just be careful, you guys. And I will put up here somewhere a list of herbs, a combination that you can mix together and make you a nice herbal tea, because I did see one at Walmart, and I'm going to post it up here somewhere, but I don't know if it's a lactation tea, and it has on there, bring on the milk, and the combo was beautiful. The first ingredient was fenugreek. There's also a brand called Mother's Milk. I took that my first and second, with both of my first and second child. With my third child, I won't be getting any of that. I'm just going to be putting some stuff together, because I took a, like I said, I done got everything written down what I need, and that's what I plan on doing, and drinking that tea every single day to make sure that my milk comes in flowing perfectly, and so my baby is well fed. And I mean, people, all of y'all out here who are being so cruel to these people, you know, using scripture saying, woe unto those who have kids in the last days. I understand clearly what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm pregnant too. What are we supposed to do? Abort our children when abortion is a sin? No, I don't think so. Yes, trust me, after this one, I am going to be extra, extra careful, and that's it, because I see the way things are going in this world. But what's done is done now. What are we to do? Our children are on the way here into this earth, and as a parent, we're just going to do what we have to do to make sure that our kids are well fed, taken care of, loved, and brought up the right way. So with that being said, that is it for this video, and I will see you all in my next one. I love you all. Shalom.